Hey yo, it's that smack you in the face 16578 bringing you guys some Madden 19 news. Today on the 20th, they did have a Madden 19 title update. This is like the fifth one, I think, but I'm gonna go over what I think is important out of this update. It was a pretty big update. Key highlights of the update as far as for the gameplay. First ever post-launch update to Playbooks. So this is the first time they actually did update Playbooks. They improvements on the CPU control ball carrier logic. They improved zone coverage improvements and pass blocking improvements, which I think is the most important thing here. As you see, as we get down, that nickel, big G nickel over G or whatever block shed blitz. They did improve the blocking on that. In franchise, the improvements to time management of Super Sim, various menu improvements. I do not play franchise, but Madden Ultimate Team, they add the ability to play squads as a duo. Franchise updates, I don't really play franchise, but I have a few updates in here. Address conditions that will cause rare freezes, so they're constantly fixing this game. Updated the CPU draft logic for first round halfback. Visually updated, looks like some shoes, some cleats here. Looks like Jordans. It's kind of sweet. The Air Jordan, what is that? 11s, but kind of sweet. Gameplay updates. Now this is the important one. The playbooks. Added split back formations to the West Coast and balanced playbooks. Added functionality to allow slot receivers to motion out wide from single back tight slots and single back tight flex formation. This is huge. I just start actually getting into the single back tight formation, and I'm going to be putting out some money plays on that. So I might need to redo these videos, because now I can motion out these wide receivers and score some touchdowns. Update the alignment for kickoff return formations to address exploits around pinning opponents deep in their own territory with the consistent coffin corner kicks. So they're addressing the scum kick. That's pretty good, because a lot of people online are abusing that. There are ways to stop that. If you just look online, a lot of people are putting out videos on how to stop the scum kick, but it is kind of annoying. They also update the logic around the coach cam play art to address cases where QB contain and or blitz play art could sometimes provide a pre-snap tell as to what type of play the offense is running. So this was basically the run pass glitch. They have fixed that and patched the game, so you can't tell if your opponent is running or passing anymore. They removed the 10-second runoff penalty for offense that takes an additional delay of game penalty, which is used as an exploit to run more time off the clock from opponents, ensuring possession. Let's see. Addressed an issue preventing sack stats from always being tracked correctly for sacks made during play action passes. Wow. Let's see. What other stuff? Catching. Address an issue sometimes preventing an illegal touching ruling from being applied correctly to receivers catching a pass after being out of bounds. So that's big. Fix the rare issue where a fumble into the end zone recovered by a defender going out of bounds could be ruled as a touchdown instead of a touchback. Now that is ridiculous. If I lost a game because of that, that would be so devastating. They also addressed the pass coverage. So this is a big one right here. Added coverage logic for deep half defenders in cover 6 to cover post routes more effectively. The cover 4 palms is effectively going to cover streak routes more. The PA crosser plays. I did just put a video on how to stop this using the cover 3. Added coverage logic for the cover 3 sky and cover 3 match to cover PA crosser plays more effectively. So you can now, you should cover these routes better. I'm sure you can still exploit it, but because you really can't cover those routes unless you do the adjustments that I show you guys in those videos. Addressed an issue that would sometimes cause the middle linebacker to blitz instead of playing his 3-receiver hook zone when using a big nickel over G cover 4 quarters. That's ridiculous. All these broken things in the game, at least they are trying to fix it. Like some of these I didn't even know. Addressed an issue from preventing man coverage defenders from being able to press streak fade routes. So this right here, those streak fade routes are OP. You can abuse those. So now they used to be able to press those and take those away. Now you can't do it. Blocking. Added pass blocking and QB contain logic to address exploit blitzes from the nickel, 3-3-5 odd formations and other similar setups. So that mid blitz and all that stuff, it's gone. Well, I'm sure you can still do it, but it's not going to be as effective as it used to be. So this right here is the one for the block shed blitz. Turn the QB contain behavior to make them rush wider angles as well as stop rushing to contain the outside when they are unblocked due to an overload. So that's for that nickel G, that big nickel over G, that block shed blitz. They have addressed that, and now they're going to go out wider instead of coming right in and getting those block sheds and sacking you. They also tuned to improve pass blocking when handing off engaged defenders while pass blockers are switching blocking targets. Addressing issue causing offensive tackles to use short pass sets and shotgun formations when pass blocking is some defensive formations such as big nickel over G. So this is that exploit where you could actually change the way the offensive line is blocking. If they were slide protecting, you can actually change it. And it's a big thing. A lot of people are using that to destroy people. Address more instances of pass blockers sometimes falling down at the snap when using hurry up offense, as some more cases were uncovered since the last title update. I didn't even know that. Address the issue of causing a blocking fullback on a halfback toss plays to sometimes target a defender on the backside of the play versus specific defensive setups, which could result in a fumbled toss. So like if you were doing a toss play and you threw the ball, sometimes that fullback would get in the way and it would be a fumble, and 90% of the time you would lose that ball and the other team would get it, the defensive team. So that's big. Those are basically a real quick overview of the updates. Kudos to EA Sports again for updating the game, but a lot of people are going to have to get into that practice mode and get into that lab and learn how to play the game again, because some of these blitzes, I'm sure guys had schemes geared around these. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys do enjoy the video. Get in there, see if these updates affect you. In the comment section, let me know if you think the updates are good or bad, depending on how you play the game of Madden. It's your boy Wayne6578. Yep, I'm outie, but I'll be back.